Good morning, guys. Good morning. You able to hear me? The voice and everything are clear. See, I still have a little bit of sore throat, so that part will be there. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hear me now at this point, right? Now, good morning. Good morning. So this is your faculty, Ranganathan S.V.N. Kondala. I'm doing the MCQ series on history, previous year questions and multiple choice questions, both current affairs based and your regular previous year questions. Okay. So let us wait just a couple of minutes, guys. There are people who are joining. Okay, now, good. Let us see the first question for the day. Consider the following statements regarding Vijayanagara rulers, Sri Krishnadevaraya. Krishnadevaraya belongs to Salwa dynasty. He defeated the sultans of Bijapur, Golconda, and Bahmani Sultanate. The great South Indian mathematician Nilakanta Somayaji lived in the empire of Sri Krishna Devaraya. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Good morning, Rahul. Good morning. Good morning. 1 and 3 only. 2 and 3 only. 1 and 2 only. 1, 2, and 3. Whichever you think is the option, answer, do type the answer in your chat box and I'll be able to answer that. Now, answer is B. Sri Krishna Devaraya, Vijayanagara ruler, ruled from 1509 to 1529. It was the Sri Krishna Devaraya actually belonged to the Tuluva dynasty. So there are four dynasties in Vijayanagara side dynasty: Sangama, Saluva, Tuluva, Arabidu. He belonged to Tuluva dynasty. Krishnadevaraya actually earned the titles Kannada Rajya Ramaramana, Andhra Bhoja, Muru Rayaraganda, the ruler of three Rayas. Good morning, good morning. Kannada Rajya Ramaramana is basically the shining star of the Kannada state. And Krishnadevaraya eventually became dominant ruler, independent ruler, dominant ruler, defeating Bijapur, Golconda, Bahmani Sultans along with Raja of Odisha. His most famous battle was the 1511 Battle of Diwani. Krishnadevaraya fought a battle called the Battle of Diwani in 1511, in which he actually defeated all the existing rulers. All the existing rulers. Okay? Now, the great South Indian mathematician Nilakanta Somayaji also lived in the empire of Sri Krishnadevaraya. Good morning, Sandeep. Namaste, namaste. Portuguese travelers Domingo Paes, Fernão Nunes also visited Sri Krishna Devaraya. Okay, next question. With reference to Hampi, the capital city of Vijayanagara Empire, consider the following statements. It was part of the Mauryan Empire back in the 3rd century BC. It is located near the Netravati river. It is a pilgrimage center of the Hindu religion. Which of the following statements is or are correct? 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3 only. Type your answer. Type your answer. The answer will be C. 1 and 3 only. 1 and 3 only. Hampi is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was the capital of the last great Hindu kingdom of Vijayanagara. Hampi was destroyed in 1565 in the Battle of Tallikota or Battle of Rakasatangadi. It is derived from the Pampa river, which is the old name of Tungabhadra river, on the banks of which city it is built. So it is built on Pampa Nadi, Pampa river. The site was, Vijayanagara's capital Hampi used to be the um, site of multi-religious, multi-ethnic capital. It used to be connected to all ethnicities, Jain and Hindu monuments, all of them connected right next to each other. See, it has been a very important site, and for UNESCO purposes, Hampi is known for its austere and grandiose, like its simplicity as well as its hugeness. It contains almost 1600 surviving remains of the last great Hindu kingdom of the South India. The buildings of Hampi are predominantly following South Indian Hindu architecture. This is the temple style architecture dating back to Aihole Patadakal styles. Hampi builders also incorporated many of the Indo-Islamic traditions. Hampi builders also incorporated many Indo-Islamic styles like domes, etc. Like, for example, Lotus Mahal, the public bath, the elephant stables. All of these are best examples of the Indo-Islamic architecture as well. Hemkunta Hill, south of Virupaksha temple, contains ruins of early Jain temples and monolithic sculptures of Lord Narasimha. It contains inscriptions of Lord Narasimha. Regarding the taxation system of Krishadevaraya, the ruler of Vijayanagara, consider the following statements. The tax rate on land was fixed depending on the quality of the land. Private owners of workshops paid an industry's tax. Which of the following statements above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. संदीप आर्ट एंड कल्चर क्वेश्चंस भी आएंगे, अभी आएंगे ना. हिस्ट्री आर्ट एंड कल्चर सब कवर करेंगे ना. Okay. Guys, answers. Jaldi. Answer is C. Rahul, yes, you're right. Both one and two. The tax rate was actually fixed on the basis of the quality of the land, because land was actually divided into four categories: uh, wetland, dry land, orchards, and woods. And in Vijayanagara period, land revenue could be paid in cash or in kind. The rates varied according to the type of crop, versus soil, method of irrigation, etc. So, option 1 was clearly correct. Now, what is option 2? Besides land tax, there are numerous professional taxes which were put. Like, for example, shopkeepers, farm servants, workers, posters, shoemakers, musicians, everybody had to pay tax. There was also tax on property. Grazing and housing taxes were also there. Commercial taxes were also levied. Private owners of workshop paid an industry's tax, which means option 2 is correct. So basically, Vijayanagara state had a lot of taxes. Okay. There are many questions which do come often from the taxation type of questions. Consider the following statements about the Bhimbetka rock shelters and caves. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It exhibits the earliest trace of human life in India. Which of the following statements is or are correct? You sure Bhimbetka is a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Let us see. It is indeed a World Heritage Site. UNESCO World Heritage Site with evidence of human habitation going as old as 1 lakh years. It spans the Paleolithic, Mesolithic era as well as prehistoric period. Bhimbetka exhibits earliest traces of human life in India and evidences of Stone Age starting at the site, particularly Acheulean times. It's one of the best examples of Acheulean cultures. लाइफ में ऐसे डाउट आते हैं अच्छा अजीब अजीब. Who among the following capitalists served as AICC treasurer for many years and went to jail in 1930? GD Birla, Jamnalal Bajaj, JRD Tata, Walchand Hirachand. GD Birla, sir. Yes, Ghanshyam Das G Birla was actually he was actually a capitalist, served in the All India Congress Committee, treasurer, served as a treasurer for AICC for many years and went to jail even in 1930s. Very popular capitalist. Which of the following novels were written by Premchand? No, it should be GD Birla. GD Birla, GD Birla. Corrected, GD Birla. I'll correct it. Premashram, चार अध्याय, रंगभूमि, गोदान. Select the answers from the codes given below. ऐसे क्वेश्चंस बहुत अच्छे होते हैं. These type of questions are very unique. First time when you see these type of questions, the only question that comes in your mind is this even part of our syllabus? ये सब सिलेबस में है क्या वाला क्वेश्चन ही आता सबको. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's a school level question. Actually, the answer is 1, 3, and 4. Premashram, Rangbhumi, and Godan. These were written by Munshi Premchand, very famous Hindi writer. Who made the Deepavali declaration and when? Lord Irwin, 1929. Lord Linlithgow, 1940. Gandhi, 1930. Subhash Chandra Bose, 1941. This is a previous year question. Deepavali declaration. It was actually given by the Governor General Lord Irwin. He gave the famous Deepavali declaration on October 31st, 1929. According to this Deepavali declaration, the objective of the British policy was to grant dominion status to India, and for that to conduct a roundtable conference to be held in London. after the Simon Commission had given its report. Exactly. Irwin, to discuss Simon Commission, when he called in the roundtable conference, he openly gave the Deepavali declaration in which British government clearly clarified that the intention of the British in India is to create a dominion government for India, a dominion status for India. Who said Muslims were fools to ask for safeguards and Hindus were greater fools to refuse them? Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Muhammad Ali, and Subhash Chandra Bose. The answer is B. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Abul Kalam Azad really did not understand the logic of Muslim safeguards, and Hindus actually trying to discuss on this issue. He was always against such concept. Who said this orderly discipline anarchy should go, and if as a result there is complete lawlessness, I would risk it? Jawaharlal Nehru, Gandhiji, Rajagopalachari, and Vallabhbhai Patel. Who said this? Orderly discipline anarchy should go, and as a result there should be complete lawlessness. I would risk it. If you try to understand the kind of statement, it does have a lot of Gandhian sort of point of view. Orderly anarchy, complete lawlessness. ये सब गांधी टाइप का स्टेटमेंट है ये. गुड मॉर्निंग सौरभ. ये सब गांधी स्टाइल का स्टेटमेंट है ये. ऑर्डरली लॉलेसनेस, डिसिप्लिन अनार्की. आई मीन इतना ज्यादा पढ़ा लिखा तो कोई भी नहीं था हमारे यहाँ. I mean, nobody used English at that levels other than Gandhi. Okay, now, when was the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce introduced or founded? FICCI, 1905, 1907, 1917, 1927. When was FICCI formed? FICCI was established in 1927. Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. It was actually an association of business organizations on the advice of G.D. Birla and Purushottam Das Thakur Das. It is one of the largest, oldest, and you can say peak or apex business organizations in India. It is actually the most strongest pressure groups of businesses in India. FICCI. Largest and strongest business groups in India. What is the name of the newspaper published by Indian Muslim League? Com, Inqilab, Star of India, Bombay Chronicle. Indian Muslim League. Kunal, Sandeep, answers. Saurabh, Kunal, Sandeep. I think today Pooja did not join, right? Pooja did not come to the class. Inqilab Firoz Shah Mehta, yes. Answer is C, the Star of India. Actually, Muslim League used to have Star of India. Jinnah had a newspaper called Dawn. Muslim League's newspaper was Star of India. Hmm. Match the following with list 1 and list 2. Formation of Swaraj Party, first meeting of All India Youth Congress, foundation of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, first convention of All India States People's Conference, 1922, 25, 27, 28. One B, 2D, 3C, 4A, 1A, 2B, 3D, 4C, 1A, 2D, 3B, 4C, 1B, 2A, 3C, 4D. Should be able to answer this quite easily. The answer would be C. Swaraj Party, 1922, no, 100 years of Swaraj Party anyway this year. 1A. Youth Congress, 1928. Swayam Sevak Sangh, 1925. RSS. First convention of All India States People's Conference, 27, 1927. Okay. Next question. Founder of the Swadeshi Party, Swaraj Party, Desh Bandhu, Chittaranjan Das, along with Motilal Nehru. He is commonly called the friend of the country. C.R. Das had one more distinction. He was actually the main lawyer advocate to fight for the rights of the revolutionaries. He remained the main lawyer to people like Barindra Kumar Ghosh, Bhupendranath Datta, etc. Yes, he was also the political guru of Subhash Chandra Bose. He wanted Swaraj for the masses, not for the classes. C.R. Das was against caste discrimination and untouchability. 1965, we issued a commemorative stamp in his remembrance, and he supported female education, widow remarriage. In fact, C.R. Das was one of the leading figures in the Bengali Renaissance movements of the post 1900. He was actually the barrister who defended Arbindo Ghosh in the Alipur bomb conspiracy case of 1909. C.R. Das used to have two newspapers, Forward and eventually he changed his name to Liberty. Mainly in the newspaper, he used to publish anti-British articles or anti-British sentiment. He was the first mayor of Calcutta Municipal Corporation, and along with Motilal Nehru and Hussain Shahid Suhrawadi, he founded the Swaraj Party. Now, this is where the fact is very important. So, Swaraj Party this year is 100 years, had three founders: C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, and Shahid Hussain Suhrawadi. Okay. The RSS founder, Keshav Baliram Hegdewar, commonly known as Dr. G. He established, founded RSS in Nagpur in 1925 and eventually created a female wing of RSS in 1936. Initial very close followers of RSS or Hegdewar's followers were Bhayaji Dani, Baba Sahib Apte, Bala Sahib Deoraz, and Madhukar Bhagawat. I mean, very closely influenced by writings of Tilak and Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. And in fact, at a very young age, Hegdewar was rusticated from school for singing Vande Mataram in violation of the British circular to sing Long Live the Glorious King, the British national anthem. Another important RSS leader is Govalkar. He was the second Sarsang Chalak, or you can say second president of RSS. He was groomed by RSS founder Hegdewar. Studied in Banaras Hindu University. He wrote the books like The Bunch of Thoughts and We Are Nationhood Defined. In fact, Narendranath Modi, the present Honorable Prime Minister of India, had actually written his biography about Gowalkar in his book Jyoti Punj. See, the logic of RSS was pretty simple. With the formation of All India Muslim League, Muslim interests are being protected. Given that Congress was not somebody who would go for Hindu interests in specifics, RSS wanted to be that Hindu interest protector as against the Muslim interest protector. Muslim League was for the Muslim interests. So Hindus also needed somebody, and that was RSS. Match the following. Appointment of Simon Commission, Government of India 1935, repeal of the Rowlatt Act, Cripps Mission, Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, Lord Wellington, Lord Linlith, go. Is Kunal dropped? Straightforward, match the following questions. The answer is A. 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 Appointments of Simon Commission, Lord Irwin. Government of India Act, Lord Linlithgow. Repeal of the Rowlatt Act, Lord Wellington. Cripps Mission, Lord Reading. Which is A. 1B, 2C, 3. Rowlatt Act, reading, no? Rowlatt 1922, reading. 1922, reading. Cripps Mission, Lord Linlithgow. Sahi tha na? 42, Linlithgow was there, no? After Linlithgow came Wavell. Remember? So there must be A. Which of the following is correctly matched? Formation of All India Kisan Sabha 1935. Foundation of the Congress Socialist Party 1934. Foundation of the Forward Bloc 1936. Foundation of the Communist Party of India 1939. Answer will be B. Congress Socialist Party 1934. Kisan Sabha in the 40s. Forward Bloc after 1938 only, no? Forward Bloc, All India Forward Bloc founded by Subhash Chandra Bose. Definitely after 1938 because till 1938 he was part of the Congress. Communist Party 1920s, no? Because in 1933 there was something called the Meerut conspiracy case in which Communist Party of India was banned. Answer will be B. One of the most famous socialist leaders of our period, Ram Manohar Lohia, socialist, founder of the Congress Socialist Party. In 1934, he was the first secretary of All India Congress Committee in 1936. Ram Manohar Lohia started the practice of Janvani in 1951, where parliamentarians listened to the grievances of the people. He formed the Hind Kisan Panchayat to help mainly farmers. Lohia was influenced by Mahatma Gandhi and participated in the Satyagraha March when he was just 10 years old. He was eventually arrested by the British for urging to boycott all government institutions. I mean, he actually suggested people to boycott government institutions and not to be part of the government. For that, obviously, he was arrested. Communist Party of India, remember, was created in 1925. CPI was established in Kanpur, where 500 members met with a view to fight for national independence. CPI was eventually actually preceded by All India Trade Union Congress in 1920 in Tashkent. The founding members of CPI were, good morning, Pooja. I was just asking about you some time ago. M.N. Roy, Evelyn Trent was British actually. M.N. Roy's wife. Abani Mukherjee, Rosa Fittingoff, German. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Shafiq Siddiqui, Rafi Ahmad of Bhopal, MPBD Acharya. CPI actually was one of the most important parties. In fact, even the national opposition in the first elections of India. As of 2014, CPI lost its national status, failing to perform any way or any numbers in the national elections. M.N. Roy, founder of the Communist Party of India, passed away on Jan 26, the Republic Day of 1954. He was actually a militant political activist, left India in 1915 to organize insurrection against the British. He had very close friendships and discussions with Lenin and went on to become an international ranking communist leader. He eventually moved away from Marxism because he considered Marxism to be slightly deviated from its original idea. He became the official bearer of the official demand of Congress in 1935, where M.N. Roy suggested a constituent assembly for India, not just independence, but constituent assembly made only of Indians. Beyond Communism, New Humanism, Reason, Romanticism, and Revolution are three most important books of Roy in his compilations, in the different books he have written. Another important communist leader was A.K. Gopalan, famous for this A.K. Gopalan case. He was a member of 5 consecutive terms, became the first leader of opposition in the parliament. He was the founding members of Communist Party of India Marxists, CPIM. He played substantially important role in the Khilafat and Khadi movements, the upliftment of Harijans or Harijan upliftment movement. He was eventually arrested for participating in Salt Satyagraha of 1930. Played a very important role, a significant role in the India Coffee House, I could say workers cooperative union or cooperative movement in the 1950s. In fact, India Coffee House is today a very big brand thanks to A.K. Gopalan. Which of the following are correctly impaired? Separation of Burma from India, appointment of Indian States Commission, holding of examinations of ICS in England and India simultaneously, August offer, Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, Lord Wellington, Lord Linlithgow. Select the answers from the codes given below. Okay, Rahul. Anybody else putting the answer, guys? Okay, Sandeep. I think Sandeep Kunal is not there, no? Then the answer is C. So, Rahul, you were right. Appointment of Indian States Commission, Lord Irving. August offer, Lord Linlithgow. Consider the following, list 1 and list 2. Death of Motilal Nehru, death of Lalaji, death of C.R. Das, death of Rabindranath Tagore. 1925, 1928, 1931, 1941. Answer is B. B. Incorrectly matched, no? How can Motilal die in 1925 when he is giving Nehru report in 1928? इनकरेक्ट करेक्ट में फंस जाओगे आधी दुनिया में हाँ बस consider the following statements match the following Nagpur session Madras session Calcutta session Lahore session Karachi session changes in constitution of Congress return of Gandhi to active politics after 6 years independence resolution passed for the first time at the instance of Jawaharlal Nehru resolution on fundamental rights and national policy Purna Swaraj resolution. Guys, match this 1 second. I'm just coming. 1 second. Answer is C. Nagpur session changes in Congress constitution. If you guys remember, I've told this multiple times. Gandhi created the All India Congress Committee, Pradesh Congress Committee, Congress Working Committee model. It was in the 1930s, no? 1920 Nagpur session, no? Right? That's how we have to recognize. Next question. Find out the correct pairs of following lists from the codes given below. First session of Roundtable Conference, beginning of Indianization of officer cadre in the Indian Army, Cabinet Mission Plan, formation of Congress ministries in the provinces. Lord Reading, Lord Irvine, Lord Linlithgow, Lord Bevell. Let us see. Answer is A. Yes, Pooja, you're right. Congress Roundtable Conferences, Irwin. 1B. Jen, it has to be 1B, no? Roundtable Conference, Irwin only, no, Jen? That is how we see the Gandhi's visit to London. Gandhi Irwin Pact. So by elimination method, option B and option D are out. I'll share, I'll share. Arrange the following in chronological order. Second session of Roundtable Conferences, Gandhi Irwin Pact, Communal Award. Third session of Roundtable Conference, Pune Pact. Select the correct answers from the codes given below. Chronological sequence. Answer is actually D. D. I know, yeah, there's some mistake there. B or D, both are correct. Already, B or D, both are correct. All of these happened somewhere between 1931 to 1933. Between 1931 to 1933, Gandhi to impact 32. उसके बाद immediately second round of conference happened, and then communal award came. And in between, the third round of conference happened, and Pune Pact happened. Okay. Pune Pact first, communal award first, Pune Pact later. Communal award first. The most important aspect of the Pune Pact is the chipping away of untouchability. I mean, it was basically an agreement between Gandhi, representing Congress, Gandhi and these people, and Ambedkar. It was signed by Madan Mohan Malaviya and B.R. Ambedkar, breaking the fast unto death of Gandhiji in Yerwada Central Jail. So, हुआ क्या था? As per the Ramsay MacDonald Communal Award, the depressed classes were given the status as a separate electorate, which is basically for all electoral purposes, depressed classes were to be treated as a separate religion. Gandhi was actually against it. Gandhi feared that it would divide the country forever along the caste lines and that India would become completely divided. So he went on a hunger strike against separate trade for Dalits. For Gandhi believed that equality may be Ambedkar believed that equality may be a fiction, but nonetheless one must attempt or one must accept it as a governance principle. I mean, equality may not sound like the truth, but we must always try to attain it. That was Ambedkar's point of view towards equality. Arrange the following in historical sequence. Escape of Subhash Chandra Bose from India, celebration of the Deliverance Day by the Muslim League, resignation of Congress ministries, Lahore resolution of the League demanding separate state for Muslims, quit India resolution by the Congress. Choose the correct answers from the quotes given below. No, Asadi, Ambedkar told Gandhi during the Pune Pact that Gandhi, do not use your hunger strike weapon too many times. You are too important to die. Gandhi quit active politics after the Pune Pact. Gandhi quit active politics after the Pune Pact. Answer is C. Exact. Congress ministries resign. Subhash Chandra Bose escaped from India. Day of Deliverance. The minute Congress ministers resigned, Muslim League celebrated it as Deliverance Day or Day of Deliverance. Then Lahore resolution was passed by the Muslim League demanding a separate state for Muslims. Then Subhash escaped from India and Quit India movement was the last. Okay. Which is the correct chronological order of the following events? Shimla Conference, formation of Azad Hind Fauj, Gandhi Jinnah talks, naval mutiny, INA trials. Choose the correct answers from the codes given below. चलेगा पास, रिकॉर्डिंग देख लेना, चलेगा तो यूट्यूब पे ही होगा. Okay, my question. Was it first INA trials, then mutiny, or was it first mutiny, then INA trials? ये लॉजिक कैसे भूल गए? Wasn't the mutiny happening because there was INA trials? तो हो गया ना. Answer should be B. Yes, you're right. You're right, Pooja. Yes, you're right. B. Azad Hind Fauj, Gandhi Jinnah talks, Shimla conference, which is the Babel conference, INA trials, sorry, naval mutiny. हो गया, परफेक्ट. नहीं नहीं, पहले ट्रायल, उसके ट्रायल की वजह से तो म्यूटनी हुआ था संदीप. Correct sequence of the following events: formation of interim government by Congress, cabinet mission, direct action day by Muslim League, recall of Lord Wavell and appointment of Lord Mountbatten as the viceroy, joining of Muslim League in the interim government. These chronological questions are possibly the most complicated questions because यहाँ पे बहुत बहुत silly mistake करने के chances बहुत ज़्यादा है. You'll actually end up doing a lot of silly mistakes in chronological questions. हो जाए ये भी तो. Answer is A. Cabinet mission plan or cabinet mission. Direct action day because cabinet mission failed. Interim government was formed with Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru as its vice president. Muslim League was eventually convinced to form the interim government with Liaquat Ali Khan as the finance minister. And finally, Wavell was called back and Lord Mountbatten was sent to India to resolve the Indian constitutional deadlock and formation of India's future. Arrange the following viceroys in chronological order: Linlithgow, Irwin, Wellington, Wavell. Reading must be the easiest question of the day. The easiest question of the day. The easiest question of the day. Answer is C. Exactly. Nothing much to explain here. Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, Lord Wellington, Lord Linlithgow, Lord Wavell. Wavell in 45. Yes. Consider the following statements about Treaty of Alinagar. It was signed between British East India Company and Nawab of Bengal Sirajuddaulah. It restored Calcutta to the East India Company and its privileges and permitted the fortification of town and coining of money. Which of the following statements these are correct? Treaty of Alinagar. It was signed immediately after the black hole tragedy. It was signed immediately after the black hole tragedy. Answer is C. Both are correct. Robert Clive and Nawab Bengal. Ali Nagar is the short-lived name given to Calcutta when Sirajuddaulah and his forces captured Calcutta after the 1756 black hole tragedy. Nawab took control of the English fort in Calcutta. He signed a pact in response to the English military might and the threat posed by Afghans under Ahmad Shah Abdali. So, under this treaty, all the privileges which the company had were restored back, including the golden firman, etc. And company was even given the right to mint its own currency in Calcutta. The Nawab recognized all the provisions of Mughal Emperor's golden firman in 1717, where company was exempt from paying goods passing through Bengal. Company could fortify Calcutta. They could mint coins in Calcutta. See, this treaty was very significant because it was one of the main treaties which eventually led to the Battle of Plassey and setting up the stage for British expansion in India. Black hole tragedy is associated with Carnatic Wars, Anglo-Maratha War, Battle of Buxar, Battle of Plassey. D, Battle of Plassey. It is spot near the Fort Williams, named after William the Third, the King of England. Fort Williams sits on the banks of Hooghly River. It is also the site of the dungeon called the Black Hole of Calcutta. Consider the following statements regarding Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj is a Hindu reform organization movement that founded by Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. It does not believe in the authority of Vedas. The central objective of Arya Samaj is to eradicate ignorance, poverty, and injustice from this earth. Which of the following above statements is or are correct? एक तो आर्य समाज रिवाइवलिस्ट है, नॉट रिफॉर्मिस्ट, राइट. One is Arya Samaj is a revivalist organization founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, not Vidyasagar, in 1875. The movement actually believes in absoluteness of Vedas, total complete truth of Vedas. The main objective of Samaj is to eradicate ignorance, agyan, indigence or poverty, abhav, and injustice, which is अन्याय. अज्ञान, अभाव और अन्याय को हटाने के लिए आर्य समाज was created. Arya Samaj members believe in God, but they reject the worship of idols. They believe in formless, shapeless God as mentioned in Vedas. And remember, Arya Samaj is strictly revivalist. They are purely revivalist movement. He was the first to give call for Swaraj as India for independence. President of India as Radhakrishnan called him the makers of modern India, as did Sri Aurobindo, who was दयानंद सरस्वती, गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले, बाल गंगाधर तिलक, बिपिन चंद्र पाल. कौन था ये? whom Dr. Rajendra Prasad even called, the President S. Radhakrishnan also called the maker of modern India. Indeed, it was Dayanand Saraswati. He was the first to give call for Swaraj, that is India for Indians, Hindustan for Hindustanis. In 1876, a call later given prominence by Lokmanya Balgangadhar Tilak. Saraswati believed in infallibility of Vedas, that is absoluteness of Vedas. He emphasized on the Vedic ideals of brahmacharya, including celibacy and complete and total devotion to God. Yes, remember, the word Swaraj was first time used in the political context or in any context by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. India for Indians. He denounced idol worship, ritual worship. In fact, subsequent philosophers like S. Radhakrishnan, even President, called him maker of modern India. Raja Ram Mohan Roy also was also called the maker of modern India, considered as the father of Indian Renaissance. He is also called the maker of modern India. So Roy and Saraswati, both are called the same. Consider the following. He founded the Indian Home Rule League of America in New York City. He was elected the president of Indian National Congress, during which saw the launch of Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation movement. He established the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic School in Lahore. The above statements refer to? हाँ कर दूंगा. Answer is D. Lalaji. Lala Lajpat Rai is remembered as the guy who founded the Home Rule. Yeah, like, he was a disciple, follower of Swami Dayanand Saraswati, founder of Arya Samaj, and he went on to become one of the most important members of the Arya Samaj society. Uh, Lalaji also played an instrumental role in establishment of the Punjab National Bank in 1885. He also established the Dayanand Anglo Vedic Vidyalaya with the DAV schools. Rai was a dedicated educationist. In fact, Lalaji, Tilak and Pal, commonly called the Lal Bal Pal, were known as the extremist trio who advocated the use of Swadeshi goods and propagated mass agitation in the controversial Bengal Partition Bill of 1905. Roy also founded the Indian Home Rule League Society in America in New York City. He was the president of Indian National Congress in 1920, Calcutta, which saw the launch of non-cooperation movement. Rai died in Lahore in 1928 after he was attacked by James Scott, the policeman. Very important works of Lalaji was the Arya Samaj, Young India, England's debt to India, evolution of Japan, India's will to freedom, message of Bhagavad Gita, political future of India, problems of Indian national education, the depressed classes, and the travelogue United States of America. Guys, that's it in this session for today. Let us meet tomorrow in the morning at 8 a.m. We will continue with the MCQ PYQ series. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now, this is your faculty, Ranganathan S.V. and Kondala. And the PDF of this class will be available on my Telegram channel. You can go to Telegram and search @plus students. On the Telegram channel plus students, you will get the PDF of today's class. Thank you. You have a nice day. Bye bye.